I appreciate the kind words that I wrote for you. Thank you, Robert. Once again, hello. My name is Stephen Lombardi from ClaimsPro Consulting, the group's public insurance adjuster. A little bit about me. Who is Stephen, the man, the myth, the legend? I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I moved out to South Florida when I was about 7 years old, ironically enough, so my dad could become a public insurance adjuster. So, like Robert said, it runs in the family. I've been around the business my whole life, so I know the inner workings of it like the back of my hand. 28 years old, please, please, please stop telling me I look like I'm in my mid-30s, asking me how many children I have. It's horribly demoralizing. I need to see April for some better skincare. Graduated from the University of Florida, go Gators. I wasted $40,000 a semester on a film degree that I never used. And I'm a travel aficionado. I love the arts, and I love to eat. People say that's a foodie. Call it what you want. I'm a fat ass, whatever. This is my lovely girlfriend, Maya, the aforementioned mini golden doodle. These are my wonderful parents. My dad, Chris, who's passed away a few years ago. He was, the founder of ClaimsPro Consulting, and we strive every day to run this business the way he would have wanted to and operate on his teachings. These are some of the things I like to cook. I can cook very well. What I can't do is take an appetizing photo of that food. Some of you know I do the very Italian American Feast of the Seven Fishes every Christmas. Don't ask me to cook for you unless you're willing to pay for ingredients. So, down to the brass tacks. Who is ClaimsPro Consulting? We're a family-owned business. We've been serving the state of Florida for over a decade. And when I say the state of Florida, I do mean from the Panhandle to the Keys. We will go anywhere to help anyone who is dealing with any sort of property damage and they need the assistance of a public adjuster. Between us and our partners, we have over 30 years of combined experience in the insurance and claims adjusting world. And more importantly, we're the people who are going to hold your hand through the complicated and frustrating world of insurance claims. Most people have no earthly idea how to navigate dealing with their insurance company because it's complicated and it's intentionally complicated. They don't want you to be able to make productive decisions and be able to, navigate the process yourself. They make it as hard and as stressful as possible. So you'll just take whatever offer they give you. But we're there to protect your rights and make sure that you get everything you're entitled to. And that is exactly what we do. We make sure that you get the results that you need to bring your home back to its state, or its original state, after any sort of loss. Now, some of you may be standing here asking yourself, Stephen, what the hell is a public adjuster? I've never heard of that industry. I've never had to use one. And good for you. If you've never had to use a public adjuster, that means nothing's gone wrong in your house. And I hope you never have to call one. But it is a sad reality. In a perfect world, my job wouldn't exist. Something would go wrong in your house. You would call your insurance company. They'd cut you a nice big fat check, and that'd be the end of it. But we don't live in a perfect world. So at its core, a public adjuster is an advocate and a representative for the homeowner. We make sure that you get what's in that policy, what you're entitled to, what you're paying for. We're kind of like a lawyer, but I don't wear a suit, and I certainly don't charge by the hour as much as I would like to. So we are experts in claim policy, regulations, laws, construction, and negotiation. A very simple way to think about it is the insurance company employs an adjuster who's going to adjust that loss in favor of the insurance company because that's who's paying their checks, right? We perform that same service, but we work for you, the homeowner, and we make sure that loss is adjusted back to a more equitable state. And we're licensed and bonded agents of the state of Florida, which means if I do anything wrong, I go to jail. Hefty 10-year sentence, and I'm much too pretty for the county jail. How does it work? We provide the client with a hands-off and stress-free experience. We take care of everything from A to Z. We're going to review your policy. Look through that 80-page document that you use when you're trying to fight insomnia. We're going to make sure that we assess the damage, take pictures, document the loss so we can present everything as closely to the facts to the insurance company as possible. We'll even report the claim for you, schedule meetings with adjusters, coordinate any sort of, estimate that they need. We're going to write it up, take care of all the documentation that they request. And we're going to negotiate with the insurance company. A lot of people think that insurance is a monologue. You report the claim, they cut you a check, it's half of what you needed. Oh, well, I guess I'm out of luck. But it very much is a dialogue. There's a lot of negotiation that goes into it. Most people don't even know that they have that right, much less how to go about negotiating with their insurance company. So we take care of that for the client. Most importantly, we follow up. Ask my girlfriend. I can be very annoying. 5 minutes already? Oh my Lord, I gotta speed it up. Uh, One of the biggest tactics from the insurance company is to just ignore you and hope you'll go away. And for a lot of people, it really works, but I'm very persistent. So that's a key portion of what we do here. The benefits of using a public adjuster. Using a PA can up the value of your claim by up to 700%. It is very, very common for me to double, triple, quadruple what someone's getting from their insurance company. Even if it's a very small claim, they're getting $9,000 from their insurance company. I just got someone $21,000 from their insurance company. So it may be something you feel, it's pretty small. I might not need help on this, but we can make sure that you're getting far more money than you'd be getting on your own. And we take that stress off of your plate. For most people, their home is their most valuable asset. It's the most important thing that they own. It's where you lay your head every night. And when something's going wrong, it's very, very stressful. And we can kind of remove that stress from it and make sure that you can just lay your head down on that pillow at night and feel comfortable. More importantly, what does it cost? This slide is blank for a reason. It costs you nothing out of pocket. My fee is fully contingency based. I get between 10 and 20% of whatever I recover, and it costs the homeowner nothing. Let's talk dollars and cents. These are the results that using a PA can have. This is a referral from BNI. Gary and Roberta were paid out $4,000. They had a leak in their kitchen. They had to destroy that entire kitchen down to the guts to deal with all of the mold, the water damage. When I walked into that kitchen, it was a skeleton. We reopened their claim and we got them an additional $60,000 to put everything back together. This is my favorite one. Christy and Daniel had Hurricane Ian damage. Their insurance company said that the damage was under deductible. The guy who came out from the insurance company, their adjuster said, I'm going to go back and write up a new roof for you guys. By the time it went through all the managers and the red tape, they said, you're getting nothing. We reopened their claim and we got them $105,000 to put a brand new roof on their house, fix all their interior damage, mold remediation, everything. This was another BNI referral. Cynthia and Cheeto had a huge fire. Every area of their home was affected. The kitchen was the most affected, but what a lot of people don't realize is with fires, the fire department's going to come in, the smoke's going to get everywhere, but on top of that, the fire department's going to come in and spray everything with water, so now you have water damage on top of that. We got them over nearly $500,000 to put everything back in order, and we're still actually working on that one to try and squeeze some more money out of it so they can bring their home back to what it was. We're all about the 3 E's. The first E is education. Most people have no earthly idea what's in their policy. It's 80 pages long, and most insurance agents are not like Victor, where they're fully explaining everything that's in that policy. You're just looking for the cheapest rate. So we strive to make sure people know what they're paying for. We want to empower our clients as well. There's a climate of fear that surrounds insurance companies. People are scared to make a claim because they don't want to get dropped. But you're paying for a service, and you have the right to use it when something goes wrong. And we strive to give our clients ease, peace of mind, and just make things as smooth and simple as possible. My ideal referral is anyone who has suffered any sort of damage, big or small, kitchen sink leak, someone drives a car through their house. I've actually had quite a few of those. And I love to connect with any people in the trades, plumbers, roofers, contractors, property managers are great for me as well. Hurricane season coming up right around the corner. As we all know, they're predicting it's going to be a more active season. So what I want you all to do right now is be prepared. Aside from all of the stockpiling food and water and that kind of stuff, document your valuables. If you have a flood and everything gets washed away, it's going to be very hard for you to know what you're claiming with your insurance company. And review your policy. Make sure you don't have any windstorm exclusions or anything that may preclude you from recovering should something go wrong. Homework for everybody. I want everybody to go home and look under your kitchen sink. There's a decent enough chance that you might have a leak you don't even know about, and that might entitle you to get a brand new kitchen from your insurance company. If you have Citizens or People's Trust, I implore you to consider other options. They have managed repair programs, which makes it almost impossible for you to recover any money. You have to use the contractor that the insurance company is sending out, and let me tell you, they're going to cut every single corner that they can. And look at your policy. And if you don't want to look at your policy, let me look at your policy. I walk into people's houses so many times, they have a water damage claim. I'm like, this is a layup. But like Robert said, I'm the Michael Jordan of public adjusting, but Michael Jordan has to play by the rules of basketball. If you have a $10,000 water damage cap on your policy, I can't do anything for you. And most people have no idea what kind of damage caps they have. So I do offer free policy reviews. Wow, look at that. Almost right on time. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. Please.
For people that have no experience with insurance claims at all, what is the perfect time for them to call you?
Thank you. What a great question, Stu. If you have no experience with the claims process and you want to know when to contact your public adjuster, the best time is before you contact your insurance company. That way we can report the claim for you. We can start from A to Z and really control the narrative instead of fighting whatever the insurance company wants to, the narrative to be. We can present it from A to Z, simple, streamlined, and make sure it all goes smoothly.
Thank you.